Hey guys, Chase here. We're at PAX West 2019. We're in everything that is board games here at the Hyatt Regency, and we're checking out Tilt5's booth of augmented reality board games. Goggles that you put on and you have the board game come to life. It's really cool technology. Jeri Ellsworth is telling us all about it, so let's take a look at it. Jeri, tell me first about Tilt5.
So Tilt5 is my startup. I'm based out of Silicon Valley. We're doing tabletop augmented reality systems that connect people over long distances or allow people to come together and play tabletop games together.
Can you kind of describe in your own way what someone could potentially see when they're using your game, your product?
So a lot of people know virtual reality. That blocks you off from the world. What's special about our system is you see the world around you, and right in front of you, this virtual world spills out on the table. You can still see your hands, you can see your Coke and your chips, and you can have your friends sitting around you, and you can see them as well. And you can reach into this 3D world, and you can manipulate these game characters right in front of you. And you can also work with physical objects. So you can put a miniature down and then wrap it with graphics. So you could have a dragon that's breathing fire, or you could tap down a card and cast a spell. And then with our game board system, you can connect game boards together over a distance. So my game board can connect with your game board, and we can play together like we're in the same room. So when I moved my hand through that game board, you would see my hand show up virtually on your side. And we have speakers and microphone built in, so we're communicating the whole time. So our objective is to try to break down those barriers that are keeping people from playing board games. You know, make it feel like you're in the same room, but just like instantly jump into a game and play remotely.
Now we saw here with your demo, looks like what, about a 4x4 playing surface. Can these surfaces be larger? Can they be as large as this room, or large like a dining room table? What kind of scalability?
Yeah, absolutely, they can be bigger. So we're going to be doing a Kickstarter shortly. And we're going to start off with a base kit, which is the rectangular board, which is 0.82 meters. But we have a lot of requests for a rectangular board for the D&D players or the Warhammer players, and those will eventually arrive as well.
Are there any applications outside of gaming and outside of board games, for example, maybe medical or technical fields, that sort of thing?
Yeah, it's fantastic for games, it's fantastic for board games as well, but it's also good for non-gaming applications. So anything telepresence, like if you wanted to work on a CAD model, you can use our Magic Wand, which is a 6 degrees of freedom controller, to pull apart an engine and like illustrate like, well, here's where the valve goes, or here's where the wall goes in your new building. Or medical imaging, you could use it to carve through a 3D scan of somebody's body. So our focus at first is to make sure that we stay focused on tabletop gaming so that we can get some traction, and then we'll start nurturing some of the others. But every one of our glasses that go out is a dev kit, so we're not restricting people from doing really cool vertical applications with it.
Now, you talked about your Kickstarter briefly. I want you to kind of go into that a little bit more. What's your potential roadmap? What's the goal on this?
So the goal in the Kickstarter is we want to get a lot of units out to the tabletop fan base. And we have a lot of exciting announcements around content partners. And in particular, in 2 weeks, we're going to be announcing a platform that has licensed D&D and Pathfinder content. It's going to be really exciting. So that's going to be our strategy. You know, we have to have a solid base before we can start doing more. And so some of the things that we're doing to make it exciting is if you get on our mailing list now, you can get a discount. If you're in on the first couple days, you can get some of the early bird special to try and get that momentum going.
Now, this is just on a personal level. You and I are big pinball fans. You got a lot of pinball machines. Anything for the pinball community out there? You know, a lot of people have talked about pinball VR. We've seen people actually do that sort of thing with 5. What about augmented reality pinball? What do you think about that?
Okay, if you have a virtual pinball company, come talk to me because I want that on our system. It would be awesome. I mean, you take a rectangular board and then it would just, you could do things in pinball that you could never do in real life. So you could have all of these amazing effects. The ball could leave the table and come back, and it would be pretty awesome.
So if people want to get more information about your potential Kickstarter, website, Twitter, where should people go?
Definitely go to tilt5.com, so tilt and the word 5, or tilt and the number 5. We're really cool that way and have both domains. That's where our mailing list is. So if you get on the mailing list before the Kickstarter, you get your discount. and we're going to be pushing out some email blasts to let people know and go get it.
Jeri, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
I want to say a big thank you to Jeri Ellsworth for chatting with me about their awesome new product from Tilt5, the Augmented Reality. It's going to be awesome. Check out their Kickstarter, and if you want to find out more information, head on over to Tilt5, that's spelled out FIVE.com. And if you want more information from everything PAX, head on over to geekgamer.tv. Thanks for watching.